Welcome to the Speak Life Project. This one's inspired by the book of Genesis, the very beginning, where God spoke, breathed life, and set his plan into motion. In the beginning, before the mountains stood, before the oceans roared, before the first breath was taken, God spoke, and from nothing, everything came to life. You were never an accident. You were not some afterthought in the mind of the Almighty. No, before the foundations of the earth, before a single star was set ablaze in the heavens, God saw you. And in the dust of the ground, in the very soil of the earth, he formed man. He formed you. And then he did something that changed everything. He breathed his spirit into you. Father in heaven, you are the God of the beginning. The God who took dust and made a man, who took nothing and created purpose. Breathe in me today. Awaken what you have placed inside me since before time began. I am not weak. I am not lost. I am known by you. I am overflowing with your power. Lord, remind me that I was created in your image, a warrior, a leader, a son. I will not walk in fear because you spoke the universe into motion and you have spoken purpose into me. I will not doubt who I am because before Adam ever fell, you already had a plan. Jesus, the Lamb slain before the foundation of the world. Men of God, listen to me. Jesus was not plan B. He was not a last-minute rescue mission. Jesus was there in Genesis. When God said, "Let there be light," he was speaking of more than just the sun. He was speaking of the light of the world. When God covered Adam and Eve with the first sacrifice, it was a foreshadowing of the cross, where Jesus would cover us once and for all. When God told the serpent, "The seed of the woman will crush your head," he was talking about Jesus, the King, the victor, the one who would crush the enemy under his feet. You are not powerless. You are not weak. You are not abandoned. You are a son of the living God, a man created in the image of Christ, and the same breath of God that filled Adam fills you today. So, what will you do with this breath? Will you waste it in fear? Will you waste it in doubt? Will you waste it chasing things that do not satisfy? Or will you rise? Will you take this day, the day that the Lord has made, and walk in the power of the Holy Spirit? Will you lead your family as a man of God? Will you step forward in faith, knowing that the same God who formed Adam has formed you for such a time as this? The choice is yours. But make no mistake, you were not created for mediocrity. You were not created to wander. You were not created to be lukewarm. You were created in the fire of Genesis, in the breath of the Almighty, in the image of Jesus Christ. Father, I receive your breath today. Fill me. Awaken me. I declare, I will not shrink back. I will not bow to fear. I will not waste the breath you have given me. Father, I come before you today knowing that you are the same God who spoke the universe into existence, the same God who shaped the mountains, set the stars in place, and told the oceans where to stop. You are not distant. You are not silent. You are the God who breathes life. And today, I ask for that breath to fill me again. You formed man from the dust, but it wasn't until you breathed your spirit into him that he became alive. It wasn't the dust that gave him life. It was your presence, your power, your breath. And the same spirit that raised Jesus from the dead now lives in me. I refuse to live this day as anything less than the man you created me to be. I refuse to live small, to shrink back, to let the weight of life push me into fear. Because before the foundations of the world, you already had a plan. Before sin ever entered the picture, before the enemy ever tried to steal, kill, and destroy, you already made a way. You are never surprised, never unprepared, never caught off guard. You are always in control. When you spoke to Adam, you gave him dominion. You gave him authority. You gave him responsibility. And I know that as a man, you have called me to walk in that same authority, to step boldly into what you have placed in front of me. I will not run from responsibility. I will not let the weight of life break me. I will not surrender my leadership, my calling, my purpose to fear, doubt, or distraction. I will take hold of the work you have given me and walk in it faithfully, because I am not alone. You are with me. You walked with Adam in the garden. You led Noah when the world was drowning in darkness. You called Abraham when he had no idea where he was going. You used Joseph when the world rejected him. And through every page of history, you were leading to one thing: Jesus. You were there. When man fell, you already had the plan to redeem. When the curse was spoken, you already had the victory in place. So I do not live as a man without hope. I do not wake up today wondering if my life has meaning. I do not question whether or not I am loved, valued, or called. I already know the answer. You chose me. You formed me. You breathed life into me. You set me apart. I will not waste what you have given me. I will not sit back and watch my days slip away. I will not allow sin, shame, or regret to define me. I have been washed. I have been redeemed. I have been made new. Every breath I take is a gift. Every moment is an opportunity. So today I choose to rise. Today I rise as a man who knows where he comes from.